In a minute already. Hear myself, be able to hear. Hello everyone, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Ignore the fact that I had my mic unmuted during the opening screen. Hello, I have missed you guys. Hope you're all doing well. Today we're going to be carrying on with some more Paranormasight because I feel we are quite close to the end. How's my volume? Is my volume good? I want to up my gain. I don't want to up my gain too much because that makes me really, really loud. Put that there. We'll see how it goes. I know that a title screen is usually a lot louder. But yeah, so this time we're going to be going in and we have 2 that we started on last time, but we could only get so far because I hadn't fully completed this one. So now we can do Manhunt. Let's do this. But I think I might just do it in that order because this one we know there's something going on here. And if we finish this one, that might also open up this one. And then we can go on to the schoolgirls. So, Manhunt. Manhunt. Tetsuo Tsutsumi. Summary of previous events. Having learned the location of Nojima's hideout from Michio, Tsutsumi and Area request backup from HQ from Nojima's arrest as their manhunt picks up speed. Oh yeah, because I think when we were at the schoolgirls we could hear loads of sirens going by. Tetsuo Tsutsumi, 4 PM. And we got the funky music. Oh wait. Hang on, I've got my voice mod.
From HQ to all bureaus. Officers have discovered the residence of paranoid offender Funichika Nojima, currently wanted under suspicion of criminal threat. Suspect escaped his residence prior to officers' arrival and is now at large in Samaida City. Suspect is thought to be fleeing on foot. All bureaus are instructed to pursue, ensuring that he does not take refuge indoors. Furthermore, suspect is believed to possess a weapon capable of causing large-scale casualties. All officers are instructed to exercise extreme caution in the pursuit, remaining vigilant for signs of explosives and poison gas.
Former Yasuda Gardens. Sorry, boss. I tracked down Nojima's safe house, but he legged it before we got here.
It's not your fault. We should have known he'd been on the lookout for us. We've got officers all over town. It's only a matter of time before we bag him.
So, boss, what are we doing here anyway?
I figured Nojima might show up. Call it a hunch, but he used this place as a hideout 20 years ago.
Fair enough, but will he even remember it after so long? Remember that mugshot of Nojima we circulated? I think it was from when he got out on parole, but except for a few wrinkles, he looked just like he did 20 years ago.
Yeah, no idea how he kept up that weight on a prison diet.
And that's a stroke of luck though, isn't it? It means he'll be easy to spot.
See, there's something bothering me about that. We've got every officer in the area looking for him, but no one's seen a damn thing. Which makes me wonder, What if we're looking for the wrong face?
You mean he slimmed down? But it's only been half a year since he made parole.
Could he really have lost that much weight in just 6 months? Well, he must look different enough that no one recognized him when he started working at Kamagata High.
Good point. But that means the photo we've got is useless. Think.
Damn you, Najima. Where the hell did you go?
And because we have done this one before, so we know he's somewhere. The rest of the town's crawling with police, but there's practically no one here. We've been running ourselves ragged all day. It's nice to finally stop and catch our breath. I swear he was in the bushes last time, wasn't he? The rest of the town's crawling with police. We've been running ourselves ragged. Okay. Walk more? I know we didn't see anyone when we looked around before, but maybe we should check again. I've just needed to do one more flavor text.
Don't bother. It's only been a few minutes. Let's take a second to sit and think.
Aye, aye, boss. Great time it is. Surroundings. Huh? Hey, boss? I think I hear something coming from those bushes over there.
You sure it ain't the wind? Hello? Is anybody there?
Da-da-da-da.
Well, I'll be damned. Hey, you! Let me ask you something.
And, how can I help you two fine gents?
Huh? Do I know you? I could swear I've seen you somewhere before.
Rage ain't gonna charm anyone with that tired old line, sir. Not even this old timer.
Plain hard to gay. My mistake.
Anyway. Oh, no.
Anyway, what's your business here?
Just enjoying a moment to myself since I got the day off. I like it here. It's peaceful.
We're looking for someone. Mind if we ask you some questions?
Sounds like a lucky man, sir, to have a strapping gent like yourself after him.
This one's business, not pleasure. I've dedicated my life to putting this guy behind bars.
You can say that again. Boss put so many hours even his wife and kid left him.
Enough, Ario. You'll set him off.
Sorry to hear that, sir. But if you've glared at them like that all day, I can't say I blame him.
Oh, that's it. The guy I'm after used to laugh just like that. You sure you haven't seen him?
Oh no, sir. Don't know anyone like that, sir. But with a laugh like that, he must be bad to the bone.
He's a nasty piece of work, alright. But maybe you can still do the right thing.
You'd like to think so, eh?
Ariel, call for backup.
Huh? You mean that's him?
Crap,
he's running away.
Wait. I'll go after him. You get backup.
Okay, I'm on it. And then we just got to make sure we do the right choices again. Ooh, la, la, la. I need to...
Police here to all bureaus. Suspect has been sighted in the former Yasuda Gardens and is fleeing towards Komagata Bridge.
Ario, go the long way round. We'll trap him at the bridge.
Got it. Sorry, I was having a quick sip of water. Give it up, Najima. You're surrounded. There's no way out. Hey now, you're really gonna pull that thing on poor me. When did the boys in blue get so trigger happy around unarmed civilians?
Unarmed my ass. We know what curse your packing is capable of. But we also know it can't do shit in daylight, so give it up and come quietly.
Can't do shit in daylight, eh? What do you think I am, some third-rate amateur? I'm a goddamn black magician. No way. Can black magic really do that?
Like hell it can. He's pulling that out of his ass. Black magic is from the West, and these curses are Japanese. They don't have anything to do with each other. Besides, if he could use curses while the sun was up, he wouldn't have given us till dusk.
Oh, nice of you to take me at my word on that. Now that AYE's out of the picture, I'm shit out of options.
Good to know. Sounds like it won't take much to get you to give up.
Careful now. I might just be desperate enough to try something.
And the kid over there might just be desperate enough to shoot.
Bit of a wild card, huh? If you want to talk, I'll talk. But first you gotta put that thing away. I can't think straight with a gun in my face.
Not a chance. If you got something to say, then say it.
But his hands are shaking. If he squeezes the trigger a bit too hard, I'm done for.
Makes things more exciting, don't you think?
You two have lost your fucking minds. About his threat.
That massacre you told me about on the phone. Did you mean it?
Every word. Don't you worry. Soon you'll have the case of a lifetime.
Oh yeah? And how are you gonna pull it off?
Like I'm gonna tell you, dumbass. But I'll give you one thing for free. I've never had to wait till sundown. I just wanted to make sure you'd really hate me for this.
Pretty sure I hate you plenty already.
That ain't shit. I need more hatred out of you. More. More.
Needy son of a bitch, ain't ya?
Oh, I'm not done. Just wait till you see what I've got in store for what you really care about. You should be quaking in your fucking boots.
That's not gonna happen. She's got enough to worry about without your sorry ass getting in her hair.
Now that's more like it. There's the face I want to see. Yeah, that's the stuff. I'm a man of my word. Yes, you're about to find out.
You have the curse stone for the one-sided read?
Of course I do. Take a look.
That's it, alright.
Whoops, better put it somewhere safe. Wouldn't want something to happen to it.
How did you find out about the curse stones? They don't have anything to do with black magic. Someone else turned you onto them, didn't they?
That puffed up teacher, she couldn't shut up about him. He's desperate for a chance to flaunt his smarts. All I had to do was act impressed.
That still doesn't explain how you learned so much so fast.
Curses and black magic ain't as different as you seem to think. As far as I'm concerned, they're just two ways of harnessing paranormal powers.
You're sure there isn't more to it?
Well, that matters is whether the power is a real deal. And this curse is very real, as you well know.
Joke's on you, Najima. Don't you know the one-sided read is a fake dropped in with the rest?
I'll give it a rest. I've tested it myself.
You used that thing on people? You son of a bitch.
When something this special falls into your lap, you gotta take it for a spin. I'm just good at covering my tracks. Good enough to not get caught, at least.
Let me guess. You're back on your old tricks, attacking schoolgirls in the middle of the night?
Yeah, so you know about that, eh? One of the brats put up a fight. Not enough time for the other one to get away, so I went ahead and called it quits.
It sounds like your curse is a real pain to set off.
Yeah, I had that sorted way beforehand. She pulled some kind of spirit bullshit on me. I would have gotten the little bitch eventually. I just didn't have the time.
Way beforehand, huh? Interesting.
If you think puzzling out my curse is gonna help, don't bother.
Why not?
Because you won't be able to do shit about it either way. I'll let you in on a secret. I could fuck up a good few hundred people right now if I wanted to.
A few hundred?
Yeah, now you're getting it. I could kill any one of them at any time.
Then, I guess we've got ourselves a situation. You're telling me your curse can kill people you can't even see? Seems a bit unfair. If you can really do that, why'd you even bother showing up in person last night?
I wanted to make sure the curse worked, and I figured I'd need to clean up after.
You seriously got your curse locked onto several hundred people? That's one hell of a curse stone you're packing. These things sure ain't made equal. And of course you got the nasty one, of all the shitty luck.
I'm told I pulled a good one.
Told? By who?
Oops, I've said too much.
I knew it. Someone fed you all this info.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I knew it. Someone fed you this info.
I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, we need to talk to him about something else then. About black magic.
What's it been, Najima? 20 years you've been studying black magic? And now you're just giving it all up for Eastern curses? I didn't have you down for a cheater.
Hey now, black magic screwed me over first. You can't blame a man for going with a girl who can meet his needs.
Screwed you over, huh? Screwed you over how? Because your resurrection ritual didn't work? That was the real point of the murders, wasn't it? Must have been rough, putting in all that work for no payoff. Imagine my surprise when I finally found out what you really were after. So now you're trying again with the rite of resurrection, taking the chance to spit in my eye while you do it. Tell me, Najima, who is it you want to resurrect so damn bad? Who is it you've spent 20 years chasing? It's the mother of that baby, ain't it? You had a partner, and though you never put a ring on her, the two of you had a kid. Then she died. Maybe she got sick. Maybe she got into an accident. But either way, she left you and the kid all alone in the world. Tell me I'm wrong, Najima. It's her you're trying to bring back, isn't it? I've seen for myself just how many folks are pinning their hopes on this rite of resurrection. And I can tell you this, it ain't natural, and it ain't gonna lead anywhere to anything good. So, if all you ever needed was someone to help you deal with the pain, then... God, you're so fucking stupid! Huh?
Is that really what you think? That's hilarious. You don't know a goddamn thing.
What?
Damn it. For a second there, I really thought you were gonna talk him down, boss. Listen up, chump. I'll tell you what really happened 20 years ago.
What really happened?
You got half of it right. I did have a loving girl back once, sweet as could be. She knows what she went by, though I couldn't tell you if it was her real name. Don't know where she came from either. She traveled, I think. Might have been an angel for all I know. She sure seemed like one to me. Then she got sick. Just like that, she was gone. My guess is it was the pollution, but I never knew for sure. Couldn't afford a decent doctor. My life after that was a living hell. Until I found this grimoire in an old bookstore.
Grimoire, huh?
It told of a resurrection ritual, black magic that could bring Sheena back.
So I was right.
Not exactly. See, who said the ritual didn't work?
You said it yourself. Black magic screwed you over.
Oh, it screwed me alright. But it worked just fine.
What's that supposed to mean?
See, the ritual doesn't bring the person back as they were when they died. More like reincarnation. Rebirth.
Rebirth? Wait. Oh no. Oh hell no. You mean that baby?
Damn right. The resurrection ritual brought Shino back to me. As a fucking baby.
You've gotta be kidding me. You're telling me that wasn't her kid? That was her? In the flesh? The hell I am! That little brat was not my Shino! Her mind was gone. She was totally helpless. She didn't even know who the fuck I was. Warm arms, her gentle voice. Gone! 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 There wasn't a damn thing left of her. What the hell did you expect? She was a baby! If you'd really cared about her, you would have grown some balls and acted like a father. Fuck that! I snatched sacrifices off the street for her, shoved them into pieces for her, and that's what I get? A screaming little bundle of shit and piss? That wasn't my Shino. Give me back her softness. Give me back her warmth. Give her back to me. So you just left the baby to die? I knew you were scum, but you really are the lowest of the low. Look me in the eye and tell me that if your wife turned into a baby, you'd love her just the same. How could I do that when I couldn't even be sure it was really her? Yeah, I get it. I get that you're human garbage who doesn't care about anyone but himself. So now you're going after the rite of resurrection in the hopes you'll get luckier this time? Luck doesn't come into it. The rite really works, there's proof. What happens if you get the same results? If your Shino comes back as a baby again? Ugh. Shut up! Shut up, don't you put that lie in my head, it'll work this time. It has to. Fuck.
Najima looks nothing at all like... Oh,
Najima looks nothing at all like I remember him. Did he really starve himself skinny just for this? Is he that hell-bent on revenge?
surroundings.
Folks are starting to gather. That's no surprise given the scene we're causing. But if Najima's packing explosives, he won't need a curse to cause a bloodbath. These idiots need to get out of here, but they won't listen. Why do rubberneckers always have balls of steel? I doubt he can pull off what he's threatening, but we can't be too cautious here. If we try to take him down by force, things could get sticky. If I keep him talking, maybe I could get him to drop his guard or even talk him down. I just have to be careful not to provoke him. Best case scenario is we get him in cuffs. Next best is we steal his curse stone. Either way, I need to get some idea of how his curse works or I'll be flying blind. I knew it! Someone fed you all this info.
I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, so he's still not going to talk about his curse. About more black magic?
It doesn't matter. I'm through with black magic. Is that why you gave your grimoire to Iwai?
I figured he could use it. I put a lot of work into getting him to believe that sort of stuff.
Fine. Fine then. Keep your mouth shut, but I do know one thing. All that about being able to use your curse during the day is bullshit. Just a bluff.
Oh, is that what you think?
Your back's to the wall and you still haven't used your curse. If you really could pull the plug at any time, you'd have done it by now.
Now there's the Sasumi I know. Fine, I admit it. It's exactly like you said. If I could have used my curse, I would have. So I did.
Huh?
There should be a few new corpses around the city right about now. You sure you should be pointing guns at me when people are dying across the city?
What? When did you... Hey, Aereo. Get someone to check that out. Just don't take your eyes off Najima.
Aye, aye, boss. Hey, I need someone over here. Yeah, that's right. Get her in that paycheck. If you don't see him soon, there'll be plenty more on the way. However, will you get out of this mess? The longer you keep me here, the more people die. That's blood on your hands.
Bullshit. You're bluffing.
Think what you like. You'll see soon enough. Alrighty then. Well,
slit your throat, you little shit! Huh? What? What? Stay back, I'll shoot! Wait! Stop! Don't actually shoot, you idiot! See you around, dumb fucks. Shit! He jumped. Damn it! After him! Don't let him get away!
Okay, so that didn't open up anything. Was it that we were meant to look behind at the dude's daughter? I can't remember how we got that one done last time. Let's go over to Let's Do This and see if... Or no, it's because they have scarcely any leads to follow, so... Maybe it was... Ooh, there we go. Okay, I'll just skip through the other option with Manhunt. Because we've already done this one before. So I just skip through, I won't read through all of it because otherwise my throat's gonna die very early on. Officers are found, he's been found going by the bridge. Blah 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 blah. Oh wait, no, we're not at the bridge yet. We're in the gardens. Former Yasuda Gardens, blah 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 blah. Okay, wait, hang on. Because I'm sure people don't particularly want to hear loads of clickies. I'll use my... Sorry boss, I tracked down to Jima's safe house, but then he legged it before we got there. Oh wait. Okay, for some reason my pad's not working. No need for a BO check.
The hell, why am I trying to sniff you?
Did I know what you were doing? Okay. Ba-ba-bum. Clicky, 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 clicky. Clicky, 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 clicky. Skippy, 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 skippy. Ba-dum-ba-dum-bum. And then talk to him again. Okay. Hey boss, I thought I heard something over there. Blah 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 blah. And it's Najima. Okay, while we're clicking through, I'm gonna drink some more water. I probably should have refilled my water bottle first. Clicky clicky clicky. But yeah, I'm really loving this game. I'm gonna be sad when I finish it. Just gonna click through. There's not a way to skip forward, is there? I don't think so. Yeah. Give it up, Najima, you're surrounded. Hey now. What are the boys I'm doing? I'm so trigger happy. I'm a goddamn black magician. Like how you are. Yeah, nice of you to show up. Blah blah. I'm an evil creepy weirdo. Hehehe. Not because if we say fine, he runs away or straight away, I think. So not a chance. But his hands are shaking. What if he shoots me? And is his daughter behind yet? Not yet. Talk about his threat. La 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 la. Skip 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 skip. About his threat. Oh wait. I'm a man of my word, as you're soon about to find out. That is curse. Da-da-da-da-da-da. It is a very pretty curse stone though, with the one-sided read. Even though it's powerful and terrifying. Ah, so you know about that, huh? When the brats put up a fight, she pulled some spirit shit. Put a few hundred people away right now. Well, well.
Someone's been feeding you information.
Which I think is the Kohaku Soaps CEO lady, because at the band end of this one, it did say, "Oh, Shino is the name of like the Kohaku Soaps CEO," which means she has reincarnated before.
You're so fucking stupid. Is that really what you think? What?
Huh? What?
Listen up, chump. I'll tell you what really happened 20 years ago. What really happened? You got half of it right. I did have a loving girl.
Sweet thing.
She died. Probably the pollution and couldn't afford a doctor. And then I found the grimoire, and I brought her back to life. But she was a fucking baby. What was I meant to do with that?
Bum 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 bum. Skip. And then he's a little shit stain who didn't want to look after the baby of the love of his life. Meaning he didn't actually love her all that much, he just loved what she did for him. Don't you put that lie into my head. Fuck. Yeah. Because now is Doctor behind. Oh no, she's still not. Okay. I think. Yeah, he could pull off what he's threatening, but he could have a sticky situation on our hands. Best case, we get him in cuffs. Either way, I need to get an idea of how his curse works. I'm flying blind. Ario, if he makes any funny moves, shoot him. Leave it to me, boss. I'll get him right between the eyes.
Whoa, easy there, hotshot. I don't know if you're serious, but think about what you're saying here. If I really am unarmed, you'll be all over the news faster than you can say excessive force.
My boss will take the fall, so that's fine by me.
You're shitting me. This guy's a basket case. And a damn good officer.
Fuck me, you got spirit, kid, I'll give you that.
Just give yourself up and this'll all be over.
Okay. Talk to him again. More about black magic? It doesn't matter, I'm through with black magic, gave it to Isekaied. I just have to keep on checking. She shows up at one point. Where is she? Yeah, I swear she was behind before. Wouldn't she be behind now? Did I do something wrong? No, there she is. Okay. Okay, so she's behind now.
Huh? What the? Whoa, back up. The hell is she doing here? Crap, our eyes just met. This is bad. Real bad. Why'd you have to pick now of all times? Get out of here, damn it. Book it before he sees you. I need to ask her about the Namikaki. Shit.
Boss? What are you doing looking over that? All over the place. Focus.
Ha. Damn it. Fuck, he's fast. Ayame, get away.
Huh? Well, Ayame Tono. I've been looking for you for a very long time. Huh? What? Dad?
Ayame, don't you dare, you bastard. Get away from her.
Get over here. Get off! You're hurting me.
Stay right there. Or stay right where you are or she dies. Hey, get back here. Make me. See you around, dumb fucks.
Whoa.
That piece of shit took Ayami hostage and ran off with her. After him, we can't let him get away.
Again, I can't be too loud. My housemate and my boyfriend are sleeping. Oh, okay. Gotta do more.
From HQ to all bureaus. Suspicious of evaded capture at Tomogashi Bridge and remains at large. He's currently on the run with one female hostage.
I gotta say, boss, we really screwed that one up. Yeah, we did. It's my fault. All we can do now is hope he didn't slip the let.
We know his identity now, boss. He can't run forever.
Come on, keep your chin up.
I'm sure the hostage will be alright.
I hope so.
Can't believe that was your daughter. How crazy is that?
Yeah.
We've been trying to get a hold of her since this morning, and she just shows up there? Who would have thought? What a twist of fate.
Yeah, a bit too twisted of a twist for my liking.
You think you need a breather, boss? You're not... I think you need a breather, boss. You're not making sense. Does this mean she was the one in the car with Namigaki?
Nah. We don't know that yet. Let's see what she has to say before we jump to any conclusions.
You sound tired, boss. That standoff must have really done a number on you. Come on, let's treat ourselves to some Mitsumame. That'll put a spring in your step. His little happy face. Mitsumame, is that the ones that's like rice and sweet? Hang on, goo goo. Mitsumame. Yeah! Japanese dessert is made of small cubes of agar jelly, a white translucent jelly made from red algae or seaweed. Agar is dissolved with water to make the jelly, and then it's also got fruit and stuff with it. So yeah, it's a really nice, simple dessert.
Yeah, that sounds good. Some sugar might be just what I need to get my brain working.
Whoa, hold on, boss. Sounds like the patrol's just got a message. I'll go check it out.
Sure thing. Please be good news. Please be good news.
It's news. Good news, boss. They found Najima.
No shit. What about the hostage?
I don't know. They just said to come quick. And it looks like he could have been beaten up.
Damn it. Guess we'll find out when we get there.
At 4:28 PM, Fumika Najima, also known as Makoto Ashimiya, was discovered in the former Yasuda Gardens, beaten to death. The body suffered 110 distinct instances of blunt force trauma. The case is being treated as a homicide. The deceased's possessions have not been recovered and appear to have been taken post-mortem. The location of the deceased female hostage remains unclear. Police continue to pursue her as a person of interest. Now, does that break it? Okay, that didn't break it. There's still more? Maybe we do need to finish this. There's not any others that we've left out now, though, is there? Nope. We've already done all of these, Okay. Let's do this. Yako Sakazaki. Summary of previous events. Having regained control of herself, Yako rejoins Mio on their search for the record of Fate's Yin Scroll so they can stop the curse. However, they find themselves with scarcely any leads to follow. Yako Sakazaki, 4 PM. So this is going along in tandem with what the cops are doing. South Waragetsu Street. I know we're supposed to be finding that record of Fate's Yin Scroll thing, but it sure would be nice if we had more of a lead to work with. Right now, our only option is to try and trace the bloodline of that Onmyoji Seiman Tsuji Mikado to today. But he's not a legitimate descendant of this family, so the library doesn't have anything about it. And since we got nothing so far, we find ourselves here. The Hakusoap's office building. Earnings. There were a bunch of police cars speeding by here earlier. I wonder if something happened. Must be. I've seen a few police officers and they look like they were on edge. Could Inspector Satsumi have let that Najima escape and everyone's scrambling to find him? Oh. After all the effort we put into gathering information, that would be unfortunate. Bird. Mockingbird. We've already checked this one before. Yeah, there's nothing else in the surroundings. Walk. Oh, Mio. What about that one guy? The one Inspector Satsumi checked with? I forget his name. Oh, right. Apparently he never heard of Nakagoshi. Not that we have a way of contacting him directly anyway. We just have to leave a message with the Paranormal Affairs Bureau's messenger and hope it reaches him. He's always the one who contacts me, and even then it's only instructions. Well, I guess we're in a tight spot then. We won't get anywhere just waiting around. Let's do the best we can working on our own. Think. Now then, can we really just barge in there and expect it to go well? I don't think so. So this is the Heihaku Soap's headquarters. So we're thinking that one of the high-ranking people here is most likely the mastermind? Chairwoman Yamamori, was it? Wait, are chairwomen high-ranking? Isn't the most important person at a company the president? I'm not sure. She's definitely an important person. Even if you're able to meet with her, what do we talk with her about? You can't just waltz in there and ask if she knows about the Yin Scroll out of nowhere. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained, as they say. Oh, is that your working style, Mio? Well, whenever I find myself out of options, I usually just jump right into the thick of it. Oh, if you're scared, I don't mind going in by myself. Scared? As if. Think of me as your trusty bodyguard. I don't mind going big and taking a chance. Oh, yeah, there's the Yakko I know. Think then. Now then, can we really just barge in there and expect things to go well? No, we know we can't. Has Mia been doing stuff like this all by herself up until now? It's so dangerous and there's so many unknowns. Must be tough for her. No wonder it'd be hard to make friends. Something the matter? Nope, let's go for it. I'm sure we'll be fine. I mean, we've managed to get this far. Hey Mio, you know... Yeah? You might not look it, but you've got a bold side. And a little reckless even. Huh? You think? I suppose things not going to plan is just a part of life in this world. No, I mean, I think it's a good thing. I'm the same way. I feel like we get along well together. Maybe that's one reason why? Oh, yeah. Thanks. Talk more. You won't get anywhere just waiting around. There's literally nothing else we can do, is there? Bunch of police cars speeding by. Okay, so we'll just have to... But every time we've gone into the building, nothing good's happened because we don't manage to get to talk to her. Maybe if we wait? Sorry, hold on just a minute. No problem, we can take our time. Can I just say, wait? Now shall we? Wait. Sorry, hold on just a minute. No problem, we can take our time. Wonder if we wait around, maybe the chairwoman would come up. Now shall we? Wait. Sorry, hold on just a minute. No problem, we can take our time. Or options, audio, video, controls, yeah. Okay, well, we can try and go in. I feel like it's just gonna be the same. Alright, let's give this a shot. I might have to Google a guide on how to get through this because I've just done the same thing and it's always the same end result, so I feel like I'm making the wrong choice somewhere. Excuse us. Looks like we're out of luck. You knew you needed an appointment months in advance to meet with a chairwoman. Turns out she's super duper important. Even the receptionist gave us the cold shoulder after realizing we're just students. Maybe her private security would hear us out? But they seem to be out at the moment. In that case... In which case, is waiting for her security the only thing we can do? Ah, so we do just have to wait. Now we need to wait. If Isekaied soaps was no good, I don't know if we have any other options. Think? Barging in suddenly didn't work out. At this point, there might be nothing more we can do. But then we've done the same. Waiting for security. Maybe been doing stuff like this all by herself. So yeah, so then it makes me feel like we can't do much else. Alright then, I'm gonna Google it because I feel like I've been stuck on the same part of the storyline for a while. Let's see. I might need to go down a fair bit. Wait, huh? Fifth chapter's route. Once you've completed that route. Yeah, so it's saying to examine the surroundings again. Oh. Wow, I would have just gone back to the suspend menu. Huh? What is it? That person coming this way. What? That tall guy? Do you know him? Yeah, from a little while back. Didn't we kill him in Shogokie's room? Mr. Yumioka, over here. Oh. You're Gamiota's manager, Mr. Yumioka, yes? Good to see you again. Miss Kurosuzu. What a coincidence, running into you here. Gamioto? Yumioka? Think. Just what What kind of person is this guy? He's been trying to avoid eye contact with Mio since he noticed it was her. Something's fishy. How have things been since we last met? If she just stays with her training, she won't have to rely on cheating people anymore. Yes, she has been keeping at it. Cheating people? Yes, what kind of person is this guy? Talk more. Miss Kurasuzu, so glad to see you are doing well. I assure you we've had no issues you need to concern yourself with. Miss Kurasuzu, so glad to see you. Think? What kind of person is this guy? He's been trying to... something's fishy. We can't turn around anymore either. Talk to Mio. You gotta tell me what happened. A case from a while back. A family overseeing a reliquary came to us saying they were being investigated by someone suspicious. Investigated? A psychic named Sugin Gamyodo suddenly showed up. She said that she had a premonition that something terrible would happen and had to exorcise the temple immediately. Sounds like a cover for a burglary. After they notified the police, I was dispatched there by Paranormal Affairs. I inspected the place myself but didn't see anything wrong, so I sent them away. He acted as Gamyoda's manager during the case. That's pretty suspicious. Apparently, she was looking for something there, but I told her there's no excuse for fraud and sent her off with a scolding. And honestly, Gamyoda didn't even have much of a spirit sense to speak of, which soured my mood on the whole thing. Right, so she was one of those types then. Well, she's involved in all kinds of stuff, so she may at least be knowledgeable about paranormal objects. So she might have been using it as an excuse to get a spirit stone, and he was helping cover for it. If you have no further business with me, then I'll be on my... Oh, before you go, Gamyodo seemed to know a lot about paranormal objects. It would be a huge help if we could ask her about something. And what might that be? Is she familiar with an ancient text called the Record of Fate's Yin Scroll? Or anything about the descendants of an Onmyoji named Seimon Tsuchimikado? I beg your pardon, Miss Kurasuzu. How do you... So you do know about it? I see. If that's what you're after, then that means... Hold it! Don't tell me you're trying to snatch up some innocent schoolgirls this time. Stop right there. Huh? If it isn't Yumioka, what a pleasure to see you again. What? Mayu Chozawa, what are you doing here? Huh? Chozawa? This investigator here helped me out. You really did a number on me. What do you know? We just so happen to have some business with Heihaku ourselves. Why don't you join us? You can do that much for us, can't you? You work for Heihaku after all. Depending on how this conversation goes, I won't have to get the police involved. Huh? You work for Heihaku? What's going on? He was fishy all along. There's really no way you can refuse though, is there? You two young ladies must be involved as well. Would you care to join us? Oh, sure. Finally, we've got fervor! Huzzah! Okay, so it is coming to a conclusion because they're all meeting now. Ooh, I love it when stories do this. Quite the view, isn't it? How long have you played dumb with this many people lined up and waiting for answers from you? You better just give in and come clean with everything you know. I'll cut to the chase then. Are you the ones who killed Hajime Yoshimi? No,
we did not.
Don't try and play dumb now. If not you, then who?
That much I don't know. While it is true that we were after the information he possessed, he was killed by someone else before we could acquire it. Which forced us to target you instead, Miss Shizawa.
And that's why you forced me to talk, and why I ended up with this curse, huh?
Indeed, though I never thought you would escape.
Well, it took a couple of miracles, but yeah, I got out. Just what information did Hajime have that you wanted? You really think you can get away without answering now?
But...
I like her. I like her so much. Bro, tell us. Just talk to us. She's Mayu Tozawa, the fiancée of Hajime Yoshimi, the police officer. I'll have to talk to her about Hitomi later. Oh yeah, because I also know the ever schoolgirl. What do you have to say?
Now then, I've come to hand over the Haunting Clapper's curse stone like I promised.
Curse stone?
Thank you. I have to admit, I'm surprised that you're a man of your word.
But first, I've got some questions about the curse stones you already have.
What exactly do you want to know?
Earlier you said that Heihaku have collected 6 curse stones already. 6?
I'd like to confirm which of the 7 mysteries they correspond to. And why do you need to know that?
Because I don't trust, of course. If you really collected them like you say, you'd have no problem saying which curse stones they are, right?
First, the Whispering Canal.
Good, good. And what else?
Mayu Chozawa over there has the Beckoning Light.
Yep, you were the one who made sure I got it. What? Unfortunately for you, I don't feel like handing it over. So I don't think it counts as one of yours.
Good to know. Anyway, do continue. Next, there's the ever-burning lantern, which we gave to Hideki Araishi.
So you consider that one of Heihaku's then? Whatever, we'll worry about that later. That's 3, what about the others?
Well, the others are... the Foot-Washing Mansion and the Evergreen Beach.
What?
And lastly, the Fool's Procession, if I recall.
So you claim. How about it, mademoiselle? That's wrong. Those are the 3 with the Inspector Satsumi. I gave the Fool's Procession to him myself, so I know he's wrong. There you have it. Too bad for you, pal. If our agreement was founded on lies, then I have no duty to hand over my curse stone like I'd promised. Meaning, the only curse stone you have is the Whispering Canal. And inevitably follows that you used it to kill the young man in Kinshibori Park. Such a horrible act, and to your own employee, no less.
No, there you are mistaken. To be entirely frank with you, we do not possess a single curse stone.
What?
We plan to collect soul dregs using any method available to us, of course, as we needed the right. But committing murder ourselves was too much of a risk. We intended on having others collect the soul dregs for us.
So they just dispersed this curse stone so that they could get other people who could do their dirty work? Wow. So they're the reason why there's so many curse bearers, is because they just kind of put them out into the world willy-nilly, being like, oh, you can kill for us, you can kill for us. That is really shitty. You still have blood on your hands, my dude.
Is that so? Therefore, I myself have no soul dregs in my possession. It was our plan to arrange for particularly greedy individuals to receive the curses.
What?
It is possible Shogo Okie came to possess the Whispering Canal because of that. But by the time I became aware of this, he was already dead. I don't believe you. Are you really trying to talk your way out of this now? Or do you really want me to believe that Heihaku employee was cursed by a complete coincidence? That is the truth, whether you believe me or not. It must have been someone else entirely who took Shogo Okie's stone and killed him. I have no idea whatsoever whose hands the Whispering Canal is now in, nor where it may be. Oh, could it really be? Then it wasn't Heihaku who put the idea in Fumichiki Najima's head to get a curse stone either. Najima? The only ones we've negotiated with are Iwai and Araishi. Interesting.
Excuse me, but does that mean you don't know the location of the remaining curse stones either? There's one that hasn't been mentioned. What about the Taiko Suguru?
Ooh, good question, my mysterious mademoiselle. I'm afraid we have no information in that regard either. Have you heard enough about cursed stones? I have nothing else to tell you.
Excuse me. I had no idea that Kamyoda was connected with Heihaku, so I'd just like to ask. Was it Miss Yamamori from Heihaku who obtained the Record of Fates and passed it on to Araishi?
No, that was not the case.
Oh, my mistake. Was it Sudan Kamyoda's doing?
No, it was not. We first learned of the Record of Fates from Mr. Araishi. It was then that Miss Yamamori gained an interest. His low, deep voice is definitely one that makes me yawn a lot. Gained an interest and extended a contract to compensate him in return for his research and findings.
Then who was it that activated the Feast of Shadows to call forth the Curse of the Seven Mysteries?
I give you my word that we had no part in that. We had learned from Araishi beforehand that something would happen at midnight last night. That is all.
Hey! There's no way to speak. There's no way that's true. Stop lying!
Ah, I must ask that you please refrain from violence.
Hold on, Yako. It's alright. The minute I learned that Kamyoda was none other than the Queen of Heihaku herself, I felt that was the case. She doesn't have a strong enough spirit sense for it. Oh, gotcha.
While it is still somewhat shameful, if you require proof, then so be it.
What?
So, that talk of supernatural powers was just hot air?
I don't think she has zero spirit sense. But even Yako here has more than her.
I do?
Also, the spirit power lingering in this park has been bothering me for quite some time. The person who died here must have had considerably powerful spirit sense. If they were a Heihaku employee, then maybe they should have been the one running things.
I think Shogo Okie was so talented.
At any rate, Heihaku wasn't the mastermind behind exposing the Record of Fates to the world and initiating the Feast of Shadows. I think we can be sure about that.
Alright, but they've still admitted to having the curse stones and wanting to use other people to gather the soul dregs for their own means. So that's still shady AF, in my opinion. Fine, I'll let someone else ask you something for now. Does Rachel have anything else to say?
Excuse me, Mr. Investigator.
What is it, mademoiselle?
Would you be willing to give up the curse stone you have?
Ah, yes, you have a point. They're too dangerous to carelessly walk around with it in one's pocket. However, sorry to disappoint you. That's not possible at the moment.
And why is that?
Ah, you don't know, do you? Then I'll tell both you and your friend from Heihaku over there. I doubt any of you have attempted it yet. but it seems that curse stones cannot be given to normal people.
Huh?
What? I actually texted it with the madam here earlier. Even if you give the curse stone to someone else, the curse bearer doesn't change, and the stone eventually makes its way back to the bearer. It's almost obvious when you think about it, seeing as how the curse stones appeared to the curse bearers of their own accord to begin with.
But Inspector Satsumi has collected curse stones from other curse bearers.
Then Inspector Satsumi must be a curse bearer himself.
Ah. So, from what you're saying, curse stones can only be transferred between curse bearers. And obtaining a curse stone alone doesn't make someone a curse bearer so they can't use its curse?
Exactly. So they aren't quite as dangerous as you think. As for Hihaku's intention of just collecting the curse stones for themselves, unfortunately for them, it was never going to work unless there's a curse bearer among them. That damn Araishi. How could he not know this?
That must be why I sensed that I couldn't take Yako's curse stone. I returned it right away when I borrowed it from her earlier.
That's precisely how it works, my mysterious mademoiselle. I'll give mine directly to Inspector Satsumi later.
If you know Inspector Satsumi, then I think that's best. Thank you.
Wow, seeing a bunch of adults surround another adult like this is pretty wild. And what about you, the client? You haven't said much yet.
Excuse me. Are you new to all of this too?
Oh, I guess I'm kind of just tagging along.
Me too. Let's make sure not to get in the way, shall we?
Right.
She was only introduced to me as the investigator's client. She's cool. It feels like we wouldn't stand a chance against a full-grown woman like her.
Is she gonna be the ultimate big bad then? Like, Okay, talk to you more.
Anything else? I'll let someone else talk to you for a bit. Richter, anything else?
That's precisely how it works, my mysterious mademoiselle. I give mine directly to Inspector Satsumi.
If you know Inspector Satsumi, then I think that's best. Thank you. And you know about the Record of Fate's Yin Scroll too, don't you? If you were searching the Rite of Resurrection in the Record of Fates, then you must have looked into the Yin Scroll as well.
That's right. The Record of Fate? Whoa!
This voice.
The Record of Fates alone wasn't enough to learn how to collect soul dregs.
I'm sure you looked into many things on your own, but how much do you actually know? Who and where Simon Tsuchimikado's descendants are? Were you able to find that sort of information with Gamyoda's connections?
I can't reveal that.
Then would you prefer I expose to the public how Gamyoda is a fraud with almost zero spirit sense?
Ugh. Fine, I understand. From the results of our independent research, I found that Simon Tsuchimikado's descendant was Hajime Yoshimi.
What?
So that's why you went after Hajime. However, Hajime Yoshimi was only carrying a fragment of the whole.
A fragment?
That's right. He did say something about a fragment of an old manuscript. The location of the Yin Scroll was hidden. This information was split into two and hidden in a pair of talismans, which were then passed down from generation to generation.
Talismans? I see.
Hajime Yoshimi was supposed to have one, but it was almost certainly stolen when he was killed. It's possible that he knew the location of the other as well.
Pardon me.
So that's why you questioned me about the things he'd inherited. The girl Hajime had been helping recently must have had it then.
Oh, Michiyo's talisman?
Yes. Oh, yes. Michiyo Shiraishi was also likely a descendant of Seimin Tsuchimikado.
What?
The talisman she carried as a keepsake from her father. We searched for it based on Miss Chozawa's memories. However, Michiyo Shiraishi was already dead. Yes. By coincidence, she happened to be closely connected to Mr. Iwai, so we began our investigation there. But he was already dead too, leaving you in a quandary.
I see. Mio, if we can get both of the talismans? Yep, we'll know the location of the Record of Fate's Yin Scroll. Wow. Sometimes the answer is right under your nose. Sometimes those answers are the hardest to find. Like remembering to click on this check your surroundings thing earlier. Yakko, let's keep quiet about the location of the talismans for now, okay? Ah, right. No need for Yumioka to know. That was a close one. I almost let it slip. Okay, I think that's about all we have to ask him. We'll let you off for today since you went along with our questions nicely. A pleasure working with you. We're done here.
But the information you have.
The hell are you whining about? I said we're done, so scram.
Ugh.
And that's all our business as well. So I shall be bidding you all farewell. Yes, all right. Excuse me, Mr. Investigator. Please don't forget about that curse stone.
Don't you fret. I'll hand it over to Inspector Sutsumi like I promised. I'm glad I didn't end up having to give it to that Mr. Yumioka. Let's take our leave, madame. With this, we'll be freed from this troublesome curse ourselves.
That lady and the investigator. We should keep an eye on them. Agreed. Really? Why? I think they're up to something. Just my intuition, but still. Yeah. I wonder what that investigator really wanted out of all of this. If his goal was getting information about the curse stones, then this might be bad. Oh, right. I got one of those curse stones too, the beckoning light. Oh, right. If you wouldn't mind, would you give it to Inspector Sutsumi without using it? Yeah, sure. If you introduce me to the cop, that is. I feel like if I keep carrying it around with me, I'll start getting some weird ideas too. I just remembered! Mayu, I have something important to tell you. Whoa! What's with all the yelling all of a sudden? You know a girl named Hitomi Okuda, don't you? Really? Hitomi has Hajime's talisman? Yes. He entrusted it to her in a panic just before his death. He sensed an imminent crisis closing in on him, that Hitomi was the only one around that he could ask for help. That's so... I'm sorry she got left with such a big responsibility. That must mean that Hajime got killed by someone who was after that talisman. But since he gave it to someone else, they couldn't steal it like they wanted. I'll have to thank Hitomi for that. I also think it's going to be hard for us to get her to give up the talisman. Yeah, you may be right. It was Hajime's dying request to her. So, you two need the talisman for something? Yeah. Personally, I'd like to use the talisman as bait. Then I could get my hands on the bastard that killed Hajime. Please. I promise we'll uncover the mastermind behind all this. They probably have supernatural abilities at their disposal. Please leave them to us. Yeah, we'll catch them. Don't you worry. Oh, look at that. You've got that look in your eyes. The look that young people get that says they'll get something done no matter what it takes. How am I supposed to say no to that? You go find them and give them what they deserve for what they did to my Hajime, you hear? We will. I'm pretty mad at them myself. If punches won't work on him, I'll give him a good one. Oh, if punches work on him, I'll give him a good one. Now that I can get behind, I'll leave it to you two. Now then, your next move should be to find Hitomi and get that talisman. No, isn't there one more talisman you need? Right, we've got a pretty good idea of where the one Michio had is. We'll have to check with Inspector Satsumi about that. We should go back to the school and call him. You got it. Okay, I'll head to the high school now and wait for you there. Perfect. Yippee! Ooh, okay, that's opened up some more stuff. But it means we might need to go back to Manhunt, because now we know that Ayame should have the other talisman. But, last resort, and preparing for battle. Ooh, so yeah, we are very close to the end. Ho, 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 ho. Right, just in case we need to complete these ones to then get to this one, I'll do last resort next. Ooh, hang on, I'm just gonna mute and drink some water because my throat is dying. Last resort. Haruhi Shishima. No, I can't speak now. Oh, la 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 la. Last resort. Haruhi Shijima. Summary of previous events. Haruhi and Richter rescue Mayu Chozawa and interrogate her along with Takumi Yumioka. Yet, they fail to gain any particularly useful information about the curse bearers. They decide to return to Haruhi's home when... Haruhi Shigima. Oh, I forgot to check for any more delinquent birds in that last scene. Ooh. Shigima Mansion reception room. Ooh, I need my...
Does this one sound? Does that sound good? Yeah, that sounds good for a reporter voice. We've received an update on the hostage situation. The 56-year-old male suspect who announced his intent to commit mass murder in Samaida City today had taken a woman hostage and gone on the run. But was found by the police in the park in Samaida after 4 p.m. and confirmed dead. The weapon the suspect was said to possess was nowhere to be found on site, and its whereabouts are currently unknown. Furthermore, the female hostage was not present, and the search for her continues.
Interesting. If it's being reported on the news, then that leads credence to her story.
Think. Well then, how should I proceed? Is this what it's like to be rushed into one's doom? Yeah, can't really check it. Ooh, hello. Oh, so you're here. Interesting.
Anyways, I should ask about her side of the story.
I feel like we're in a dangerous spot here. Well, it's just like I said, right?
The female hostage mentioned on the news just now. That must have been you. Which means you killed Najima with your own curse stone.
Well, you said you'd give me refuge, so I came to take you up on that offer. What are you planning? Me? Well, obviously. I'm on to my last resort. What does that mean? You're a curse bearer. So, you're a curse bearer with a curse stone too, right? Are you surprised? Yes, I have a curse stone of my own. It's the Taiko Tsugaru. Then why go after other people's curse stones? Because killing people is bad, you know? Don't you think so too? I think so. You're right. It's wrong to kill people for the sake of resurrection. Right. And it's not even 1 for 1, so it's hardly a fair exchange. Either way, that's why I wanted to only use soul dregs gathered by others. But that didn't work out in the end. No one had the backbone to use their curse. The world's gone soft. With no one mercilessly using their curse in pursuit of their own goals, I had to take matters into my own hands. I heard Namigaki, that young man you were with, used his curse stone too. How do you know that? Creepy much? Are you stalking me? I may have heard it from a detective I know. There it is. Cops. Bet you know a bunch. I know your type. People who boast just because they know a couple of cops. But the police is filled with nothing but scum. My, you seem to hold quite a grudge against the force. Speaking of, this guy's really creeping me out. What's the deal with him anyway? You gonna explain? Even the way he moves is all weird and exaggerated. Right. I haven't introduced myself yet. I'm... No. No, thank you. Think? Well then, how should I proceed? Is this what it's like to be rushed into one's doom? We just need to keep talking to her. Introductions. Let me introduce myself. It's hard to talk with strangers. Is it? And are you okay telling me who you are? Well, I won't stop you. Do as you please. Well, I'm Haruo Shigima, and this is my house. My father and husband are both with the police. Ah, is that so? Then you know that cops are just the worst people, right? Well, there are certainly many who are cold, especially with their own family. In a police family, one is always expected to just grin and bear it, no matter what happens. God, I know, right? What a relief. You understand. I think we might get along. Oh? Well, I'm glad then. And I'm Richard Kai, private investigator. Did I ask? But, you're an investigator? So your job is to sneak around and follow people to pry into their secrets, right? Oh, is that why you keep probing with all these questions? Ew. Guess there's not much I can do to change that terrible impression you've got of me. Hey, lady. Why are you working with this dude? I asked him to look into something for me. Really? It's just that he keeps looking this way. You're a curse bearer? So, what are we talking about again? Oh right, Yutaru Namigaki. He's no good, honestly. He was such a wuss. I had to spur him on so many times for him to even use his curse, and even then, he was pissing his pants. And just when I take my eyes off him, he hands over his curse stone to someone. Honestly, he's a disappointment. So, that's what happened. Which is why I figured I had to do it myself. If I wanted it done right, you know. That's why my last resort is collecting soul dregs on my own. Isn't your father a police officer as well? That man is not my father, not in name or deed. Sounds like there's some bad blood there. I've already legally cut all ties. He even had the nerve to act all high and mighty today, and still refused to help me.
You met him today?
Yes, today. Remember that Chief Tsutsumi who was chasing Najima? Well, that's him, my dad.
What? You're his daughter?
Former daughter, I've cut ties. He's never acted like a father, so he doesn't deserve the title.
You know, I heard something about that Najima guy. Apparently he wanted to get revenge on Chief Inspector Satsumi for his arrest by going after his daughter.
Wait, really?
And I heard the police had been searching non-stop to take you into protective custody. So that explains why the police were staking out your place too.
Man, how could I have known that? They came in with such intimidating numbers. Wait, hold on a minute. Doesn't that mean that Najima was specifically after my life today?
That sounds about right. It's a good thing you got out unscathed, or rather managed to turn the tables on him.
Oh. That means, legally speaking, it was self-defense. But that truly was quite frightening. I think I'd have to go through this just for being related to a cop. It's a disgrace. It truly is. To cause their own child such trouble. I'm sorry. It's okay. You're not the one that needs to apologize, lady. I'm sorry. It just reminded me of what happened to my son. Your son? What happened? My child was also kidnapped and murdered in order to enact revenge against the police, you see. What? How awful! That's terrible! I'm sorry to hear that. Now that you say it, I do remember hearing about an incident like that last year. That must have been your son, huh? My condolences.
You used a curse stone.
So, when you were taken hostage by Najima, you used the curse stone in the gardens and swiftly made your getaway? Well, yeah. I didn't really have the time to think on it. At the time, I only thought of how to get out of there. Then, what about now? Could you use it again? Your curse stone? Well, the curse stone doesn't respond during the day, but it's evening now. So, I tried using the curse just now and, yep, seems I activated it.
What? You're using it now?
It might still be a little weak. I guess it's not supposed to be used repeatedly. But I think I could get it to work just once more. Oh, that's so. Sure is. So I'll give you a final warning. It's already started, so please be careful, It started? What started? The curse, of course. All that's left is for the conditions to be fulfilled.
So yeah, I figured she was evil.
I hadn't even considered it. What would it be possible to use my stone as well now? If it's already active, does that mean we'll die the second we trip her conditions? Her proclamation meant she thinks I'm a curse bearer. Did she find out? Or is this a trick to get me to admit it? Because she said she's the Taiko of Tsuguru. Oh no, not persons of interest. Files. 7 mysteries. Consider the daimyo from the Hirosaki domain of Suguru who built a residence in Midoricho on a large piece of land. On this estate was always 8-meter tall tower that served as a lookout for fires. Only a designated firefighter was allowed to use the large drum that resided atop the tower in the event of a fire. For some reason, the residence was permitted to use drums. The residence and special privileges led to much speculation and gossip among the townsfolk. So what's the curse of the Okay, so it doesn't actually tell us anything about the Taiko Suguru, really, besides the fact that they use a drum instead of the wooden blocks. She activated her curse. The curse stones can be used already. I let my guard down. I didn't think it could be used this early on in the evening. Ma'am, please calm down. Oh, what should I do? Should I keep her talking? What are your stone's conditions? Do you have a light on you? Beg for forgiveness? What are the haunting clappers? What's your family like? Why me? What is the Taiko Suguru? I kind of get the feeling like if we talk about her curse stone, that might fulfill the conditions. Or talking about her family. If we say, do you have a light on you, that can be whether or not we can use our curse. No. Instead of talking about that, how about we talk about why you're so shaken? As I thought, you have a curse stone too. You're a curse bearer, aren't you, lady? I feel like she already knows. Is it if we admit... Oh, shoot. It might be if we admit to it, because then that counts as a threat. And if hers is the Taiko Suguru, something that sounds an alarm when there's a threat. Ah, there we go. Huh? Uh-oh. Oh. Oh, is it being beaten like a drum? Ma'am? Ma'am! Damn, did she fulfill the conditions? She sure did. Okay, it's time for a beatdown. So she also, I feel like it's because she knows our name. Jeez, why did you have to try and hide it now of all times? I wouldn't have come if you weren't a curse bearer. Stop! Too bad. She's already dead. This is horrific. I'll be taking her curse stone. Whoa, huh? All the haunting clappers needed was a source of fire? That was a close one. Now then, what will you do, Mr. Investigator? You're not a curse bearer, so I don't have any reason to kill you. But I won't show you mercy if you're going to try and capture me. So, what'll it be? I still don't know how her curse works. It's too risky to make a move. Your employer's already dead anyway, so there's no reason for you to go out of your way to arrest me, right? I can still do my duty as a citizen and report you, you know. Oh, what a surprise. This is when you decide to suddenly choose the side of righteousness. She was after the same thing, you know. There's no clean hands when it comes to soul dregs. Well, it looks like you don't have anything to say about that. I'll be taking my leave then. Bye-bye. Damn. Upon killing Haru Shikima, a fellow curse bearer, Ayame Tono obtained more than enough soul dregs for the rite of resurrection. However, it turned out that resurrecting someone who died a long time ago required an even larger amount. To fulfill her heart's deepest desires, she'd need to harvest more. So, she waited for the sun to set, when the Feast of Shadows effects were at its peak, and she used the one-sided reed curse stone she had stolen from Fumichika Nejima. With it, she proceeded to kill all those whose personal information she knew, starting with those who mattered least to her. About the one-sided reed: kills by dismemberment, ones whose face, address, name, occupation and location are all known by the curse bearer. Many of them were random men, gullible and disposable, drawn in by the allure of a female university student. One noteworthy victim among them was Tetsuo Tsutsumi, who, being curse bearer himself, was promptly targeted for his soul dregs. Tatsumi's death threw the investigation efforts into disarray, allowing Ayame to evade capture. Afterwards, she acquired various address registers and phone books and systematically killed the people listed in... Holy shit! She is beyond evil. She is beyond evil. Holy crap. She doesn't even... Yeah, she's just like, oh, it's only about me. Me. I don't care about anyone else. Anyone else is just dirt under my foot. She'd go through phone books of completely innocent people and just kill them all off. Jeez. Unsuspecting victims could be safe at home, only to suddenly have their limbs severed. A strange death shook society to its core. She's even worse than Najima at that point. Holy crap. Okay, well, it's one of the endings. It's a bad ending, but... Jeez. I wonder who she wants to resurrect then. Would it be her mum? Or someone else? And she's laughing. Ooh, I hope you get what's coming to you. Damn. Yeah, no remorse whatsoever. She's like, eh, it's fine. I got what I wanted. Dun dun dun. Okay, well, she... Okay, we'll go back to that one. But all things must come to an end. And so, in time, the killings stopped. Sometime after the killings, a modern-day genius female ukiyo-e artist burst onto the art scene. Oh, she wanted to bring back the artist, didn't she? Wow, all of that to bring back the one artist dude. She could have just studied his art. She could have just done whatever people do and just studied it and practiced. She introduced herself as the mysterious Mad Paintress, and her fame grew quickly as she presented one incredible work after another. Praised as the modern reincarnation of Katsushika Hokusai, she quickly made her own mark on history. Ending Ayame's aspiration. Ooh. But also that makes it seem like she resurrected him to get him to do all of the hard work. So he's the one doing all the paintings and she's just taking credit for it because she's resurrected him. Ooh, she's so evil. Okay. So, I'm assuming, yeah, preparing for battle is preparing to fucking fight his own daughter. Let's try Last Resort again. And see if there's a way. Start from conversation with Ayame. You're a curse bearer. So, you're a curse bearer with a curse stone too, right? Are you surprised? Yes, I have a curse stone of my own. It's the Taiko Suguru. I kind of also want to try the options again and see if it's the same as the other one. And just turn all of this down. So, just... Oh, no. Apply all. So we'll see if that works to stop her curse. If it's the same as the Foot Washing Mansion one, where as long as you can't hear anything, you're safe. Then why go after other people's curse stones? Because killing people is bad, you know? Don't you think so too? I'm still gonna say I think so, but then I don't know if she'd agree with that one as well. Because she's obviously perfectly fine with killing people. You're right. It's wrong to kill people for the sake of resurrection. Right? It's not even one for one, so it's hardly a fair exchange. Either way, that's why I wanted to only use soul dregs gathered by others. But that didn't work out in the end. no one had the backbone to use their curse. The world's gone soft. And with no one mercilessly using their curse stones in pursuit of their own goals, I had to take matters into my own hands.
I heard Namagaki, that young man you were with, used his curse stone too.
Huh? How do you know that? Ugh, creepy much. Are you stalking me?
I may have heard it from a detective I know.
Huh, there it is. Cops. Bet you know a bunch. I know your type. People who boast just 'cause they know a couple of cops. But the police is filled with nothing but scum.
My, you seem to hold quite the grudge against the force.
Speaking of, this guy's really creeping me out. What's the deal with him anyway? You going to explain? Even the way he moves is all weird and exaggerated.
Right. I haven't introduced myself yet. I'm...
No. No, thank you.
You're a curse bearer.
Oh wait, no, I was going to do more introductions, wasn't I? Or actually, no, I don't want to do introductions because then she'll know my name. So, what were we talking about again? Oh, right, Yutaro Namagaki. He's no good, honestly. He was such a wuss. I had to spur him on so many times for him to even use his curse, and even then he was pissing his pants. And just when I take my eyes off him, he hands over his curse stone to someone. Honestly, he's a disappointment. So, that's what happened. Which is why I figured I had to do it myself. If I wanted it done right, you know. That's why my last resort is collecting soul dregs on my own. Well then, how should I proceed? Is this what it's like to be rushing to one's doom?
Anyways, I should ask her about her side of the story.
I don't want to do introductions. I feel like that's how she's gonna kill me. Let me introduce myself. It's hard to talk as strangers. Is it? And are you okay telling me who you are? Well, I won't stop you. Do as you please. Well, I'm Haruhi Shikima, and this is my house. My father and husband are both with the police. Is that so? Then you know what, the cops are just the worst people, right? Well, there are certainly many people who are cold, especially with their own family. In a police family, one is always expected to just grin and bear it, no matter what happens. God, I know, right? What a relief. You understand. I think we might get along. Oh? Well, I'm glad then.
And I'm Isekaied, private investigator.
Did I ask? You're an investigator? So your job is to sneak around and follow people to pry into their secrets, right? Oh, is that why you keep probing with all these questions? Ew.
Guess there's not much I can do to change that terrible impression you got on me.
Hey, lady, why are you working with this dude? I asked him to look into something for me. Really? It's just, he keeps looking this way.
Isn't your father a police officer as well?
That man is not my father, not in name or deed. It sounds like there's some bad blood there. I've already legally cut all ties. He even had the nerve to act all high and mighty today, and still refused to help me.
You met him today?
Yes, today. Remember that Chief Tsutsumi who was chasing Najima? Well, that's him. My dad.
What? You're his daughter?
Former daughter. I've cut ties. He never acted like a father, so he doesn't deserve the title.
You know, I heard something about that Najima guy. Apparently he wanted to get revenge on Chief Inspector Tsutsumi for his arrest by going after his daughter.
Wait, really?
And I heard the police had been searching non-stop to take you into protective custody, so your dad was trying to protect you, you ungrateful little... So that explains why the police were staking out your place too.
How could I have known that? They came in such intimidating numbers. Wait, huh? Hold on a minute. Doesn't that mean that Najima was specifically after my life today?
Sounds about right. It's a good thing you got out unsaved, or rather managed to turn the tables on him.
Oh, that means, legally speaking, it was all self-defense. But that truly was quite frightening. I think I'd have to go through this just for being related to a cop. It's a disgrace. It truly is. To cause their own child such trouble. I'm sorry. It's okay. You're not the one that needs to apologize, lady. I'm sorry. It just reminded me of what happened to my son. Your son? What happened? My child was also kidnapped and murdered in order to enact revenge against the police, you see. What? How awful. That's terrible. I'm sorry to hear that. Now that you say it, I do remember hearing about an incident like that last year. That must have been your son, huh? My condolences. Hang on, I'm just going to mute because I need to cough. Her voice is also... I'm also going to risk having a sweet to try and help soothe my throat. Introductions again? Now that I think about it, although we've met a few times, I don't even know your name. I guess we're more like acquaintances now. Okay, yeah, there's no escaping it then. So, when you were taken hostage by Najima, you used the curse stone in the gardens and swiftly made your getaway? Well, yeah. I I didn't really have time to think on it. At the time, I only thought of how to get out of there. Then, what about now? Could you use it again? Your curse stone? Well, the curse stone doesn't respond during the day, but it's evening now. So I tried using the curse just now and, yep, seems I activated it. What? You're using it now? It might still be a little weak. I guess it's not supposed to be used repeatedly. But I think I could get it to work once more. Oh, that's so. Sure is. I'll give you one final warning. It's already started, so be careful. It's started. What started? The curse, of course. All that's left is for the conditions to be fulfilled. She activated her curse. The curse stones can be used already? I let my guard down. I didn't think it could be used this early in the evening. Ma'am, please calm down. Oh, what should I do? Should I keep her talking? What is the Taiko Suguru? No. Oh, nah. Damn, my throat is dying. Instead of talking about that, how about we talk about why you're so shaken? As I thought, you have a curse stone too. You're a curse bearer, aren't you, lady? What if I say no? Ah, there we go. Huh? Damn. The conditions, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Can I just reload? Okay, if I say yes. Yes, I am. I'm sure you've already noticed. Well, yeah. Around last night, it was a little too obvious. Okay, so it's being truthful. Oh, so it's the Taiko Suguru if you lie or withhold the truth. Maybe. Maybe. Judging by your address, I'm guessing you've got the haunting clappers. Yes, that's right. There's a lot of salt eggs on the table for killing a curse bearer, you know. I'm well aware.
Did you get soul dregs when you killed Najima?
Of course, his curse stone already contained some soul dregs as well. I think killing one more curse bearer will be enough for the rite. You can combine soul dregs across several stones. Correct. All it needs is the prerequisite amount. As long as you've got that, it doesn't seem to matter where you got them from. I see. Then you wouldn't mind if I took them, right? My lady. You're quite motivated, aren't you?
Ma'am.
Hmm?
See, if we say tobacco, we can see if she's got a light on her.
Do you smoke? Well, a little. Feel free to smoke if you want to, please. I'm okay. I don't see any ashtrays out on display either. Does no one smoke in this family? A little rare, isn't it? Nobody in the family does. Then, why did you ask me if I did? All of a sudden?
Use curse.
Did you just try to use your curse just now? It seems I didn't meet your curse's conditions. I wonder if it was smart to secretly toss the lighter I was carrying earlier. Damn. When did... You made a mistake when you decided to ask me about smoking. If a source of fire is the condition for your stone, then you won't see me falling for it now. Dum dum dum. You wasted your chance with all this chatter. All you needed to do was activate your curse first. I brought everything Najima had on him, including the lighter he was holding. But it's over now. Yes, I concede. How did you kill Fumichika Najima? I'm not telling you. I only ask because it does concern me.
Use curse.
It's pointless, I'm telling you. Damn. How did you kill him? Not telling you. I only ask because it does concern me. He was one of the reasons my child was kidnapped. There's not much to say. We talked and he cleared the conditions for my stone. Did he show any signs of remorse over his past crimes? It didn't feel like he did, no. I see. The world is full of trash men, I tell you. I agree. What is your wish, Ayame? Is it really to resurrect Katsushika Hokusai? Yes, there's no life that holds more value than his, including my own. You're saying you'd be willing to die if it meant bringing Hokusai back to life? Not all life is equal. At least, not to me. A life that can birth art with the power to move hearts is infinitely more worthy. Compared to that, the life of someone like me, someone that can't produce a thing, has no value. Yeah, so that bad ending, she definitely just used the painter that she resurrected and then, like, took credit for all the art he was producing. That's so crappy. That's unhinged. I'm still young. It's the age for wild thoughts. But aren't you the same as me? What? You've got a life more important than your own. A life you consider more important than the lives of many others. That's what you're doing it all for, isn't it? You're right. If I can save my son. I couldn't care less about my life, or the lives of others. Who's unhinged now? I'm a mother. It is what it is. Dang, the feelings of a proper parent are something else. Her father. Your father, the chief inspector. I met him not too long ago. Oh, really? He came off a little stiff and awkward. Huh, there's a surprise. But there was something charming about his seriousness, and he seemed like he cared a lot about his daughter. Please cut it out. It's gross. You don't know a thing about us. Outsiders shouldn't butt into another family's affairs. So, he may as well be a stranger to me now. Even if you've cut legal ties, you're still related by blood. Huh? We're not related at all. Huh? He probably thought. I've never noticed, but it wasn't hard for me to figure out that I wasn't related to them by blood. So, you were adopted? Well, I got curious, so I looked into it. It was all pretty straightforward. I was a baby when they took me in. All they did was raise me. So I knew it. She is the baby. She's the baby that Najima... So it's Najima's past love got resurrected, and she's the past love. So she was one... So did she use Najima in her past life too? Does she retain her memories of her past life, and that's why she knows all about the ritual? I have so many questions. My mother first got pregnant shortly after she married. But it was a stillbirth. The whole affair left a deep wound on her heart. My father couldn't bear to see it. So it was for her sake that he did it. I was a substitute, a replacement for the child she lost. He decided that all by himself. He didn't discuss it. Maybe he was trying to be thoughtful. So any baby would have been fine, as long as it would have comforted the woman who hoped to become a mother. Putting it in such a way, it's not easy to raise a child. My mother was bewildered. Wouldn't you be, after being told to raise a baby that wasn't your own? But she couldn't just abandon the baby either. Yet, my father just left everything to my mother and never lent a hand. He's so damn selfish. The two of them grew apart. I watched them try and figure out how to understand each other, and the sight of it disgusted me. It was a messed up family, I tell you. Well, I guess my presence was to blame for the rift to begin with. You shouldn't say that. I know he's bad at expressing himself and he has his work, but still, that shouldn't be an excuse. But knowing all that, I couldn't take it anymore. It just made me want to hurry up and leave home and live on my own. I still rely on him for tuition and allowance, but that much is normal for most kids, right? I don't want him to start acting like he's my father now, just because he's doing the minimum. I'm sorry to hear that. It sounds like it was tough for all of you. I'm sorry, you're right. It's not my place to talk about your family. Well, I may have said too much, but at least I don't need to worry about activating your conditions. More about Najima? In a way, I guess you could say you put a stop to Najima's mass murder schemes. About that. There's no guarantee I won't do it myself. Huh? I picked up his curse stone of one-sided reed. It really is something else. Unfortunately, I can't use a curse stone that's not mine until it's late at night. Really? Are you okay with telling me that? How silly of me. I let that slip. Hee. Her desire. But if that's your wish, then what do you plan on doing if you don't get your wish? Oh, I haven't thought of it. I might just keep on trying to bring Hokusai back some other way. You really are obsessed. You and Hihaku's chairwoman might be cut from the same cloth. Who's that? She's like an all-powerful vortex of obsession turned to yokai-level proportions. You're saying I'll end up like her? Are you looking forward to such a future? I'd rather not have to wait till I'm old and creaking. I want it to happen now. I'll put my life on the line for Hokusai. Alrighty. With your cards on the table, you're out of options. It might be possible for Mr. Investigator there to pin me down by force. But he's not going to do that, is he?
Correct. I wouldn't take that risk, not while your curse conditions are unknown.
Coward. I came to kill you and acquire your soul dregs, but after hearing you out, I got a question for you. Why don't you just give up on the right of resurrection? You said it was your son, right? The one you want to bring back? But haven't you done enough? I'm sure your son's content knowing you cared for him this much. I'm truly willing to die to resurrect Hokusai, but you can't say the same, right? If you're going to bring your son back, you'll have to be alive as well, right? In fact, what you really want is for both of you to live, right? Yes. Well, even if you both live to see it, your son would grow up knowing you were for who you are, someone who stole the lives of others to bring him back. You would be putting the burden of shouldering all the lives sacrificed for him on his little shoulders. Are you really okay with that? If you don't even think about that, then what are you doing this is not for your son. It's for yourself. Aren't you just bringing him back to fulfill your own desires? That's not...
Ma'am, what she's saying may be harsh, but holds a kernel of truth. Don't reduce yourself to nothing but a mother who would sacrifice anything for her son.
But that's not...
We discovered the truth behind his kidnapping. Next, you should take some time to come to understand your own feelings. I'll help you every step of the way. Getting to the heart of things is what an investigator does.
What will you do?
Ma'am, if you relinquish the curse stone to a curse bearer, you will no longer be a curse bearer. You won't be a target anymore. Ayame is giving you a chance. Think hard, then give your answer. Ooh, tough choice. Because if we give up the curse stone, I can't remember if we still got a lighter on us, and she might be able to then activate us and kill us anyway and get more soul dregs. Because she just seems completely apathetic to anyone else. So I kind of want to choose this one. But then that might also activate her curse stone. Ooh, it's so difficult. We'll go with this one. If it's a bad end, it's fine.
I'm sorry, but that won't make me back down.
Ma'am, that lighter. When did you...
What? My clothes are on fire! There does not need to be an open flame, as long as there's a spark of fire on you. Huh?
Ma'am, please! Think this through!
Ooh, that's quite a horrific image.
Ma'am, why?
It was the only way. Richter, could we settle any outstanding tabs now?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, damn. Okay, so even our girl Haraway is quite, cold. Some days later. Amamori, you got a moment? Of course. What is it, Richter?
I was just curious.
Have you heard of the legend of the mother who prayed to the Sumida River and resurrected her dead child? Ooh, she's become a legend herself. What are you on about? The mother searched so desperately for her abducted child that she lost her mind. Her son was found dead in the Sumida River, so she then built a mound and continued to pray there until her son somehow emerged from the mound back from the dead. Or so the legend goes. I heard it's being adapted into a no play too. Interesting. And? Well, it just had me thinking that legends really do exist. Sorry to ask again, but what are you on about? Dun dun dun. Okay. So, not technically a bad end, but still. So Haraway would then also go on to kill more people because she'd need more soul drakes to bring her son back. So pretty much all of our people who are curse bearers end up potentially being super evil and killing more people. Which ain't great, but so many people worked on this. Well, thank you for all your hard work. Very good, very good. But yeah, so now we will give up our curse stone and see what happens. I feel like she might kill us, not gonna lie. Dun, dun, dun. I do want to go to Japan, and I would like to check out the Sumida River and like the whole area. Okay. Okay, I do appreciate all the people, but the fact that they have the credits rolling after every kind of death scene, there should be a skip button. I'm sorry. Have the full credit list at the very, very end of the game, but have it an option to skip through. I want to get through to the next potential. Okay, now we could try again. Never mind, it is what it is. Welcome to my office. It might be small and dirty, but welcome. Come on, Ernestine, say hello. That's it, good girl. Oh, that boy over there? That must be... Hey kid, I'm a private investigator. I worked with your mother not too long ago. What's that? You want to be investigator when you grow up too? That's great. It's so much better than becoming a police officer. Hey, I'm Amori. Don't you tell a kid to give up on his dreams. I think it's a great idea. Why don't you bring us all some tea instead? Pardon me. Let's start over. What brings you to my humble office today? Okay, so he just carries on. Haraway's legacy. Okay, so we got those two endings. Meaning, yeah, we're probably going to die in this one when we give up our curse stone because there's no other points. And I don't think Haraway's in the preparing for battle scene. So let's carry on from where we were. Start after I am making a mixed yeah, maybe a bit split. She activated her curse. The curse stones can be used already. I let my guard down and blah blah blah. I'll skip through until skip through. What should I do? Um, I think as long as I don't ask, do you have a light on you? No, instead of talking about that, how about we talk about why you're so shaken? As I thought, you have a curse stone too. We gotta be truthful, because if we lie, she can get us. Yes, I am, as I'm sure you've already noticed. We'll skip through all the dialogue, and until we get to the point where we can give up our curse stone and probably die. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Hi, my lady. Don't ask about tobacco, ask about her father. Your father is the chief inspector. I met him not too long ago. Oh, really? He came off a little stiff and awkward. Ah, there's a surprise. There was something charming about him. Oh, please cut it out. It's gross. Outsiders shouldn't butt into another family's business, though he might as well be a stranger to me now. Even if you cut all legal ties, he's still your father. No, he's not. He thought that I'd never notice. It wasn't hard for me to figure out that I wasn't related by blood, so you're adopted. I got curious and looked into it. I was a baby when they took me in. My mother first got pregnant, but then it was a stillbirth, and then they adopted me because he found me with the investigation. He decided that all by himself. He didn't discuss it. Maybe he was trying to be thoughtful. Any baby would have been fine as long as it would have comforted the woman he loved. Putting it in such a way. It's not easy to raise a child. My mother was bewildered, wouldn't you be, after being told to raise a child that wasn't your own? Blah, 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 blah. He's so damn selfish. Two of them grew apart. I watched them try and blah, 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 blah. It was messed up. I guess my presence was a problem. He's bad at expressing himself, but knowing that, I couldn't take it anymore. I just may want to hurry up and leave home and live on my own. So rely on him for tuition allowance. Sounds like it was tough for all of you. I'm sorry. Well, I may have said too much. I think I spilled what I didn't mean to. Dun, dun, dun. Listen, Ayami, I have something to ask you. No, the answer's no. Her stone in your possession, I'm not giving it up. You're right. We're both made of stronger stuff than that. You're not giving it up. And neither am I. You know full well, right? What is your wish, Ayami? Is it really to resurrect? Blah blah blah. Yes, art. Art is the most important thing. I'd give up my life for the artist. If it means I could create more. Yeah. If that's your wish, then what do you plan on doing if you don't get it? Oh, I haven't thought that through. Of course I'm gonna get it. I'm me. But what I do need to say about the tobacco, because then she'll understand my thing. Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. Then why did you ask me? It's suspicious, huh? I'm not telling you. I only ask because it does concern me. He was part of the reason my child was kidnapped. It didn't feel like it. I see. The world's full of trash. I agree. But stopped his mass murders. There's no guarantee I won't do the same. I picked up his curse-stone of the ones I did read. Silly of me, I let that slip. Put my life on the line for Alraune. There we go. And now we negotiate. There's no letter. No, there's not. Oh, or can I now use my curse? What did I do wrong? Should I have used the tobacco thing first? Ah. Did you try to use your curse? Oh, yeah, there we go. Seems I didn't meet your curse's conditions. I wonder if it was smart to secretly toss that lighter earlier. Dun dun dun. Okay, now we can negotiate. Alright, with your cards on the table, you're out of options. It might be possible for Mr. Investigator to pin me down by force, but he's not going to do that, is he?
Correct, I wouldn't take the risk, not while your curse conditions is still unknown.
Coward. I came to kill you and acquire your soul dregs.
Which I feel is what she's going to do no matter what we do. Unless we kill her again, but we've already done that. We've already got that ending.
You said it was your son, right? The one you want to bring back? But haven't you done enough? Blah, blah, blah. Because if you bring him back and you die, what's going to happen? He's going to have to raise himself effectively. And you want it to be that you can raise him too. Which is understandable. I do feel bad for Haraway. What will you do?
Ma'am, if you relinquish the curse stone to a curse bearer, you will no longer be a curse bearer. You won't be a target anymore. Ayame is giving you a chance. Think hard and then give your answer. So, now for the choice to give up our curse stone. But I feel we're not going to survive this.
Very well. Here. Thanks. Glad you could see reason.
Ma'am, you made the right choice.
Dang, you really didn't collect any soul dregs, huh? I promised myself that if I ever used it, it would be only once. But in the end, it didn't come down to numbers. So they only needed to be carrying a flame. This seems pretty practical. Well, I'll be taking my leave then. There's no point in going after you for soul dregs, so I'm off to the next curse bearer.
Oh, okay, we survived that. Nice. Do you know who remains? You speak as if you've already got it figured out.
I've got a pretty good idea from our talk. What will you do? Do you plan to stop me?
It's not my place to intervene.
Alright then. Hey lady, can I borrow your phone?
I don't mind, but who are you calling?
The cops. I think it'd be faster if I called them directly.
Okay, yeah, that one's done. Haraway's resolve. Okay, so Haraway's just out of the picture now. So maybe we do Manhunt after we've done this one? Because, yeah, otherwise we're just going to end up with the same thing. So let's do preparing for... Or, I might save preparing for battle next time then. Because that's quite late for me, and I'll need to go to bed. Chiapuru Yoshimu's fiancé Mayu, Yako and Mia report that they learned so far to Satsumi and the others. Putting all their stories together, they can see their final objective at long last. Cool. Okay, yeah, I'll save that for next time. Cool. Boop-de-boo-boo-boo. And what can I do? I'll just have a thing ready. So if we go to just chatting. Okay, yeah. I didn't want to accidentally share my screen, so I'll just show the picture that I did last time. But yeah. Again, I still don't have a schedule for the week, because still sorting out stuff. But we have officially got an offer on our house. It's not fully gone through yet, so I'm not going to say, oh, we've sold our house. But it means hopefully we don't have as many viewings, so I might be able to stream more during the week. Because I don't have to worry about people just randomly coming by and be like, oh yeah, by the way, leave the house so that they can look around. Yeah. Hope that you guys had fun today. I'm looking forward to getting to the end. Like, I want to find out how it all kind of comes together. I'm not going to be happy when it's finally all finished, because I'll be like, it's such a good game. I think I'll revisit it in the future. But yeah, I had a lot of fun, and I hope that you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, whatever you plan on doing. I'm going to head to bed, so if you're also heading to bed, I hope that you rest well. If you're just starting your day or carrying on with your day, oh, hi, Pro, night-night. Wait, I typed night-night. I hope that you do whatever makes you happy during your day. Make sure you rest well,
Yeah. Again, I still need to finish doing these, and I want to do another drawing stream of doing kind of. I don't think I'd do a really long one because it takes me a long time to get to this point. But I might do another drawing stream of like doing kind of the sketchy phase of it, like kind of planning out where I want stuff, because like, there's a few town scenes, there's a few interior scenes like Sophie's hat shop, inside Howl's moving castle, that kind of stuff that I want to try and draw. But that'll be for another day. Okay, I'm gonna head out now, and I will see you sometime in the week. Again, it's just gonna be guerrilla streams of whenever I'm free to do stuff, but hopefully I have more time to do more streamings. Okay, I'm gonna head out now. I'll see you again sometime soon. Alright, bye 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 bye.